Today's lesson, lesson 10, is on finding the area of rectangles. This video is going to be an example of the method we worked on today. We're going to do number 3 from their homework. A box in a garden, or a rectangle box in a garden, has a perimeter of 27.5 feet. And we know that the length is 9. Since we know the length is 9, we know that they have 2 lengths. And if we take those 2 lengths and we multiply them, the 2 lengths are 18 feet. To figure out these widths right here, we're going to do 27.5 minus. So we're going to take the whole perimeter minus the total of the 2 lengths, and when we do the subtraction we get 9.5. Now that's 2 widths, so to figure out 1 width we're going to divide that by 2. So we're going to do 2 into 9.5, and when we do that long division we end up getting 4.75. And we all know 0.75 is really 3/4. So the width is 4 3/4. So now we know the length and the width. We know the lengths and the widths. So now we can figure out the area of the rectangle. Now the skill we worked on in class today is taking the length of the rectangle and taking the width and decomposing it or breaking it up. So part of the width is 4 and the other part is 3/4. So not looking at it as 9 times 4 3/4, but looking at it as this part, 9 times 4, which is 36. Okay, so now that I've figured out the area of this part of the rectangle, now I got to figure out the area of this part of the rectangle. And since I still do length times width, to figure out that I just do 9 times 3/4. And if you do top times top and bottom times bottom, that's 27/4, which when we change to a mixed number is 6 3/4. So now I have this area and I have this area to add together to get my total area of the decomposed rectangle. So I just take 36 plus 6 3/4, and I get 42 3/4 feet squared, and that's my answer for the area of that rectangle. So that's the skill that we used. We used this skill right here today to figure out the area of rectangles that have a whole number and a fractional amount as the length and the width.